Billo Creator claims you can earn $25 or more for creating short videos, and they show millions paid out to creators. But is it actually worth your time? And what can you realistically expect? I've gone through the platform, I've checked the campaigns, I looked at how the whole system works, and in this video I'll give you the real pros and cons so you can decide if it's for you or not. In case you don't know, my name is Mikael and I test different ways to earn online so you can find the methods that actually fit your goals without all the hype. And today we're looking at Billo Creator. It's a platform where brands pay you to record short UGC, user-generated content videos, and I'll show you how it works, the kind of campaigns you can expect, the requirements, and what the real earning potential looks like. So let's start by looking at what Billo actually is. So Billo Creator is basically a marketplace where brands post short video tasks and creators can apply to record them. You can see they have mentioned some of the brands they are working with here. This is the page they have for businesses that want to hire creators. They have also a creators page. And here the advertisers, you can see that they have paid out more than $8.3 million to its creators. And if you want to get an idea about what type of videos you would create, then going to the actual business sites is where you can see examples. You can scroll down, you can see the different examples. Here you can see the different categories. So let's say you are into pets, then you can see what type of videos did people create here. This is the type of content that you could apply to do and get paid for. You can see there are many different categories. It just gives you a good idea. I like that they have examples of this, so even as a creator you can come to this page and get a good idea about the type of content. But how it works is that the brands, they upload a campaign and then they describe exactly what they need and they set a fixed payout, and I'll show you inside the app in just a bit and show you examples so you understand exactly how that works. And then you can apply, and if you are accepted, you in many cases you get the product if there's something where you need a product, and then you follow the instructions, you record the short video, and then you get paid once it is approved. So overall the setup is simple and there are quite a lot of campaigns available from what I've seen, which is one of the advantages compared to certain other UGC platforms. But the real question is whether the earnings make sense for the amount of work involved. We'll talk about that later, but let's first go over how you would join if you decide to do this and how it works. So to join as a creator, you need to download the app. It's available for both iOS and Android devices. Be aware that there are certain requirements. First of all, currently it only accepts creators that live in the US, UK, Canada or Australia. Also, after you join, you need to upload a 30-second sample video before you can start applying for the campaigns. So if you don't have one like that, you need to prepare one. I also do have a full video where I talk about UGC and becoming a UGC creator in general with some tips and tricks about that, getting a portfolio and all that. I will leave a link in the top corner so you can also check that out about general advice if that is the route you want to go. But just be aware that you do need a small sample like this. And there are quite a lot of campaigns available. I have now logged in, and then you can see, you can scroll through the new ones, you can scroll through the ones that matches your profile. There are quite a lot of different ones. Of course, how many that are available depends on the time of the year, the time of the week, all these different things. It will vary, it will go up and down. But how it works is that you would need to just click and then you can read exactly what they require from you. For example, a video ad, you can see the tips and tricks. It's for TikTok. Be conscious of this here. They have some different scenarios. They explain all these different things here, and including also what you would get paid. You would get paid for this particular one $40 plus a product that is worth almost $43 there. So you would basically just go here and find the campaigns that you interested in, and then you can apply. But remember, you do need to apply. So just because you want to make a video, it doesn't mean that you will get approved. But once you have actually completed 14 videos, that can of course take some time, because sometimes maybe you have to apply for just one and you get approved. Other times maybe you have to apply for 10 to get approved or more. So keep that in mind. But once you have actually completed 14 videos, then you will unlock more opportunities also. But this is overall how it works. You just come inside, you can scroll around, you can find the right campaigns for you. Make sure to read the exact conditions, the exact requirements. It's a waste of your time, their time, if you don't think that it's actually a great fit. And be aware that you need to have a certain quality of video. So that's why I recommend that, as I showed earlier, that you actually go and check out examples of successful videos, because that gives you an idea of whether you actually can do this or not. And currently you can see there are more than 2,000 offers, so there definitely are many campaigns, but as mentioned, it still will require some patience and definitely also time and effort. But is it then worth the effort? Let's talk about that next when we dive deeper into how much you can potentially earn. So how much can you realistically earn? During the sign-up process, it says that you will earn from $25 per video, but they actually only show that during the sign-up process. But as you can see inside, when I showed you inside, there are many campaigns that pay more than that. So it is actually true when they say from $25, many of them definitely pay more. They do have some examples on the creators page on the website where they show some earning examples. You can see there's someone here that total earnings have earned $115,000, and another one have earned $60,000 there, and also another example here, 65 or almost 66,000. Also, that person has created more than 1,000 videos. The top earner here that they showcase here or feature has created almost 2,000 videos. So it shows that some creators have made thousands of dollars, but be aware that these are likely some of the highest performers, and this is not the average earnings, and this is not guaranteed. In fact, it will be extremely hard to make that kind of money. You need to be a really great creator. You need to be willing to put in a lot of time and effort. And that's one thing you need to be aware of, this work effort versus the reward you get for it. Of course, when you just look at these numbers, you say, yeah, definitely worth it to create this amount of videos, but you don't know how much time and effort that has then been put into creating those videos to become good enough to get hired for this many campaigns here. And that has also taken many years. As you can see, the person joined quite a few years ago. And the limitation with something like this is that you will only earn once. So you create a video, let's say you then get $40 for the video. That is what you get. You don't get more compared to creating content for yourself. For example, one video, yeah, sometimes you won't earn anything specific for it, but it builds up, become worth more, and it can keep earning for you. Here is a one-time fee limitation. So you earn one time, a fairly small amount there, and that's it. You will not earn more from that video. Also, many of the campaigns, they take quite a lot of time, and it also takes coordination and planning, often more time than most people expect, because you just see, oh, it's just a 30-second video. Yeah, but it takes a lot longer to plan it, to edit it, to find the right concept, all these different things. Also, be aware that you are depending on getting accepted. Just because you want to join a campaign, it doesn't mean you get accepted. Sometimes it can become frustrated because maybe you keep applying and you will not get chosen. So also that definitely can be frustrating. So overall, it requires patience, and there's no guarantee how many brands will actually pick you. So overall, I would say as a creator, you are often working for less than you are worth, in my opinion, especially if you compare the time spent versus if you, for example, spend that time on building your own channel and long-term content and the potential if you do that. That does not mean that Billo and other UGC platforms cannot be worth it, but you just need to know both the pros and the cons before deciding. So let's sum up those before I will also talk about whether it's overall worth it and what you can alternatively do instead if you find out it's not for you. So let's start by summing up the pros, the advantages I think Billo has. And first of all, it has many campaigns. You can see at the time of recording this video, it had more than 2,200 available campaigns. That's definitely a lot. Secondly, it's clear about the payouts. You know what you will earn. There are some clipping platforms, for example, like WAP. I have a video about that. I'll leave a link in the top corner there, where you can just earn by clipping quite easily, but it's a lot harder to know what you will earn. Here, at least, it's very clear what you get per video. I do like that. Also, I do like that it has existed for years and it has paid out millions to its creators. So I think it can be good for beginners to get UGC experience creating this user-generated content. It can be a good stepping stone also to build a portfolio. And also for some campaigns you get extra value because you actually get a free product. So if you choose to make videos about topics you really are passionate about, you actually get some free products, which is also an added benefit. But there are also some disadvantages. For example, in my opinion, the pay is often on the low side compared to the work required. And as mentioned earlier, it's a one-time payment, so there is no passive or long-term income potential here. It's one video, you get paid for it, that's it. And you rely on getting accepted. There is a lot of competition, so it can take patience and it can be frustrating because you want to earn, you're willing to create, but if you don't get accepted, there's no work, you can't earn. And be aware that some brands may try to get as much content for as little as possible. I'm not saying for all campaigns, but be critical when you look at the campaign. Some are definitely more fair than others. And the last disadvantage is that it's not scalable long term. There is a limit to how much you can earn because you just earn one time, it doesn't build up. So keep that in mind also. It is a continuous grind for sure to make real money from something like this. So is Billo then worth it? Well, I would say it really depends on your goals and expectations. My overall thoughts on UGC in general, not just Billo here, is that it can be a great way to get some experience and start earning relatively fast. Because you don't need a specific number of followers or anything like that. You just need to be creative and like creating content. And if you like that, then Billo is a reliable platform with many campaigns and decent earning potential. But it does have limitations, and some brands will try to take advantage of UGC creators in general. Again, not specific about Billo, but that's just my experience overall with UGC creator platforms there. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. So personally, I think it can be a great way to get started, great way to get experience, but long term, I think if you like creating content, then you should focus on building your own brand, your own audience, and making direct deals instead of having to rely on getting paid through a third party like this, where you would usually get smaller or lower paying deals. If you build your own audience, your own channel, then you can make direct deals, you will get the ad revenue, you can promote affiliate offers, also these different things, so you're not dependent on actually getting accepted. So personally, I think long term, that is a better goal if you like creating content. If you want to know more about my top recommended way to learn how to build a real audience, to monetize it also with content, then I'll leave a link below to more information about that so you can check that out. Also, if you want to know more about UGC and becoming a UGC creator and my thoughts about that, tips and tricks about it, I will leave here on the end screen here another video I have about becoming a UGC creator so you can check that out for more information. But I hope this video helped you, and if it did, I would really appreciate if you could give it a like. It can help it to be spread by more people, and if you're not yet subscribed, I would appreciate if you can hit the subscribe button. It's a free, easy way to support my channel so I can keep producing value-based content like this. And finally, if you decide to subscribe, also just hit that notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.